Dave in Liverpool, England. Isn't that where the Beatles came from? All right. I have an Arcam CD5, an Arcam A19 integrated amp, and an Arcam P25 power amp driving monitor audio Silver 100 stand mount speakers. Boy, does that sound like a British system. Arcam everything with monitor audio speakers. Now the issue I'm having is that the system sounds boomy in the bass. The speakers are about 28 inches from the sidewall and roughly 20 inches from the front wall. The room is fairly square, about 12 feet long and 11 feet wide. The speakers are around 6 feet apart, cabinet to cabinet, and about 6 to 7 feet to the tweeters. I sit on a sofa just a few inches from the back wall, so I imagine I'm getting reflections from behind me. Unfortunately, I can't really move the seated position because of the room layout. One wall has a bay window, the other has a fireplace. Whew! Dave, I hate to tell you, bud, you got a problem. You may have to resort to DSP. You know, I hate to even recommend DSP because I'm not a fan. The nice thing is, if you have boom, it's relatively easy to knock down a boomy frequency as opposed to picking up a non-existent frequency. That's almost impossible. For example, we're a couple months away from releasing the new Aspen Foundry series of subwoofers, and you'll hear me talking more about those. And part of the Foundry series is an app that you can put on your Android or your iPhone, and you can EQ the subwoofer to the room, and you can and you look at it and go, oh, and you can knock down these peaks, which is really easy to do without impacting anything sound-wise other than good. But you can't, we don't even allow you to pick something up that isn't there, because no matter how much energy you put in, it's almost impossible to add something that isn't there because of the room, but it's easy to eliminate it if it's part of the room. So that may be your only solution, and it could be as easy, hate to say it, but adding an equalizer. You could do it in analog, not even DSP, or you could get yourself a pair of speakers that have DSP built in and then use your phone to do that. It's about the only choice you're going to have, because you're in a square room, which is always going to be boomy. You are in a small room, and you're up against the rear wall. And at times when you can't change the room, you can change the other parts of your system, and that is what I'm going to recommend to you. Get an EQ, get a good one if you can, and if not, get speakers that you can tune. I think if you're staying British, I think Kef may make some speakers that you can actually tune. So I could be wrong, but I don't keep up that much with that. All right. Good luck, bud. Thanks for the question. Talk to you later.